So once again, I want to dive into that solar plexus with all of my body weight. I'm going to get that done by having my weight moving laterally. And I'm only going to have that happen if I lunge through the man. So I'm not necessarily going to go between his legs with my foot, but rather I'm going to step out to the outside like I want to walk around behind him. But I'm going to drive with my body weight so that he catches these two knuckles to the solar plexus as my body weight moves. So I'm going to lunge into him, strike to the solar plexus with those two knuckles, knock the wind out of him, bruise the liver, get the guy to fold up just like this for the spinal reflex. Then I'm going to come over the top and I'm going to hammer straight down. And this time I'm going to be bending my knee again so that as I hammer down, my weight is transitioning downward as I strike him so I can hit him with my body weight. Now I want to take the guy down. There are a lot of different ways we can do that. You've seen a couple of them already involving the head, because once again, wherever the head goes, the body wants to follow. So in this case, instead of grabbing him by the hair or the chin, I'm going to essentially stomp on him using the crook of my knee to the top of the spine to get that head to move. But it's going to require my body weight, because if I try to do it with my leg strength, if this guy weighs more than me, it's not going to happen at all. So I need to once again set that potential energy reservoir by raising this leg up, and now I'm going to stomp down and through the top of the spine, hitting the back of his neck with the crook of my knee. That's where I'm going to be putting my body weight in there. So you notice that I went from a position where I was standing up with this knee straight to get my center of gravity, raise it up in the gravity well, so I have that potential energy loaded. And I end up here. So this is a net change that is going to manifest itself in kinetic energy into the top of his head there. Now, I want to do one of the most powerful strikes we can do, which, as we talked about earlier, it's going to be my body weight dropping straight down with him braced against the ground. And in this case, instead of using a knee or two knees, I'm actually going to use the side of my hip. And I'm going to do that by getting the leg out of the way, because I don't need the leg to do this. I'm going to be striking with the outside of the femur right here at the top at the hip joint, like a ball peen hammer. And my target in this case is going to be the solar plexus. Though it must be said that because of the amount of body weight I have coming down and the size of the side of my hip, I'm going to get a lot more than just that solar plexus target. I'm going to break the ribs on either side. I'm going to get that solar plexus. I'm also going to get diaphragm, and I'm going to be bruising the liver. That's everything I want to get out of this. Now, when I'm doing this in practice with my partner here, I want to make sure that I'm not actually dropping my weight onto their rib cage into their solar plexus like this, because I'm going to injure my partner. So you'll see me cheating by putting my elbow down on the ground on the outside here. That's what we'll do when we're practicing this, and we want to do it safely so we don't hurt each other. You're going to pick up that leg and kind of tuck it behind just a little bit. Actually, one way you can think about it is just collapse down onto the leg. So I'm going to collapse down onto the leg, and I'm going to drop down and hit with that hip right into that solar plexus target, but I'm going to be getting the ribs all the way across. And here's where I'm cheating, because in real life, I'm going to want all of this to be going into his torso this way with this arm actually up so that he eats it all at once. But here on the floor, we're going to be doing this and cheating just slightly so we take care of our workout partner.